Hello and welcome. Asha Light Eagle Whispers Healing with my ancestors. And I wonder if I am recording. Yeah, I am. Okay. I did do some recording yesterday and came across that I wasn't recording. So I'm going to start with day 1 of the past live reading for Tonja, and this is oh, did I turn the wrong page? Yes. Okay, so this is Spiritual Essence spread 1, and here the questions are draw 3 cards that represent 3 different questions of your spiritual essence for cards 1 and 3. Spiritual essence for card 1 to 3. Draw 1 card that represents how those qualities impact your life. Draw 1 card that represents how the questions might make you vulnerable. So, and I did draw 5 cards, and then let's start with question with card 1, and that stands for Spiritual Essence, and she received I think it is the World card, Immigration, if I'm not wrong. So this is what you're receiving. The World. Okay. So the World stands for that's the last one. So the World is naturally confident. So you are quite confident as a person and within your spirituality, okay? Then let's look at the roots of that card just for interest and see that the roots here talks about accomplishment. So you were accomplishing things, having it all. You wanted to have it all, like an expansion, growth. And this is of year 17th century. So I think that your earlier life is truly the 17th century. That's so cool, because this is something that is coming forward the second time. Okay. So for me, that talks about that you were quite, spiritual and very interested in to be successful, to succeed in what you wanted. I'm trying to find Judgment. Here is the World. So number 21, 12, and number if you're wondering what I'm up to, is I'm seeing what cards goes along with the World, and the cards that goes along is the world itself, 12, and I think that that's the hangman. And card number 3, which is the Empress. And now let's go to number 12, just to see if I'm correct. Death. Yeah, the hangman is number 12. So it means for me that you would give a lot out of yourself. You would show a lot of emotions. You try not to rush yourself spiritually, and you try to search for the knowledge within yourself by going through ceremonies, by learning the knowledge and to understand, but also to expand and to grow so that you could have it all. And this is so damn interesting. Okay, so let's go to card number 2. And the question there is, the question for number 2 is spiritual essence. Did I read it wrong? No, I didn't. So next is also spiritual essence. And what's so crazy about this is that is what you're receiving is justice. And when I asked and did do the first session, I asked, who were you? And you received justice. And there you had the King of Cups as well. And this is what is coming up again. And this is so crazy. So it's very, very interesting. And I think I want to hold it here. So next card is Justice. And so spiritual essence with justice. Talks about a strong sense of justice, honesty. So you try to have honesty, understand yourself, your spiritual self through an honest way, which was important for you. The King of Cups. Let's look at the King of Cups. And the King of Cups talks about benevolent love that others rely on. So there are a lot of people relying on you because as you were learning and being taught, you would share out of your ability to others. And just because of honesty, out of honesty, people saw you in a positive way, and that's so great. That's how I feel about that. It's interesting. And let's see, spiritual. This is spiritual essence. So the next card is number 4, and it is asking, what impact do those qualities have on this life? What does it have? What qualities impact from then to now upon you? And I am having a teaching moment. That is the first thing. You received immigration. So it talks about moving from one country to another, which I know that you have done. You try to be just towards people and to give a hand to people who needs it, and you're not scared to give out a true hand as well. You do that completely, because it's important for you to see people in a joyful state and way. Okay. But let's look at the card number 4, because I'm just talking about the cards now that I'm seeing. I'm just puzzling things together. So card number 4 talks about oppression. And this is... wow, I am trying. So 8 of Swords. How does this impact you now? You would like to have the same understanding to what was before, but you feel like you're locked. You feel like you're not, you can't do and achieve whatever you wanted. You can't achieve what you could have achieved before. You feel like your hands are tight. Let's look at the swords. Able to discern falsehood and illusions quicker than others. So it means that you're very sharp at the same time. You're having a sharp mind, and you will know what is reality and truth sometimes before others do. You will have that insight, but it's something that you're holding as well within yourself. And let's look at the 8 of Swords. That's Cups. Let's go to Swords. So 8 of Swords is together with 17 and number 8. Am I correct? Yeah, 17 and... So this means, I need to think about 16, that's the Tower. 17 must be the Star. You want to accomplish, you want to build up your dreams, and to see your dreams is important, but also to see towards other people's dreams and thoughts is also what is important. Let's see the number 8 in here. That's the Hermit. Yeah, it's justice. Number 8 is justice, so it goes along with justice there. But also strength, because sometimes justice and strength can change place. So it means that you learn from your mistakes, and you're strong, and you can reflect on what have been and look at the pattern, and also make a change towards that. So that's how this impacts your life today, is how I see. And number 5, and number 5 talks about, what about those qualities makes me vulnerable. What about those qualities makes me vulnerable? What makes you vulnerable in all this? Your feelings. Because you're too emotional. And let's look at the card, and here you receive old age, and that's free of is it? Yeah, free of pentacles, which for me talks about your planning, wanting, building, having things sorted out in your head, so that you can move forward in all this. And let's look at Free of Pentacles. Team player. Well, you're having difficulty sometimes to work things out with other people, but at least you try. And that's your vulnerability, one of them. Because you know how to resolve things, and when you see that people do wrong, that sometimes will make you upset and angry. And there are going to be times that you're going to say how you feel and think about things. But then at other times, you're going to hold that within yourself. Wow, so this is spread number 1. Okay, that's interesting. And let's look at spread number 2. I'm going to do the second. Let's see if I should do that or not, because they are so quite alike. Spread essence, spread 2. Pull 1 card for spiritual essence. Stay in the energy of that essence card and ask, how did this affect me in a past life? Then ask, how does this affect me now? Repeat. Okay, this is something a little bit similar to what was past life, essence, this life. Okay, I am going to jump over the spread number 2, and I'm going to do spread number 3 instead, because that's similar to what we did, I believe. So it feels so boring to waste time on something. So let's do spread 3, and this spread talks about, for this spread, pick 1 essence card from present 1 or 2 and pull that from the okay, ask where you want to go. Okay, well, that's the questions. So I'm going to leave these 2 behind, because actually I'm not. I am going to reshuffle the cards, and let's pull and see what will come up for you. But I will keep the King and Justice in mind. So let's okay. So I'm going to pull randomly. 1. And let's see what will come. 2. 3. 4. How many cards are there? 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now we are going to look at the cards. So as you saw, I shuffled them and did pull randomly. And the first cards that you're receiving here is the first that you're receiving here is Australia, and this is Moon. Okay, that's interesting. No, this is not Moon, this is Sun. Yeah, that's the Sun. The next card that you're receiving is Dreams, and that is 9 of Swords. And then you receive Chronic Illness, and that's 4 of Swords. And I know that you can't see all the cards. And then you receive, this one is familiar, right? Sun. So you are still a male. And next you received is Strength, and that's this, but I will. And then, well, I was wondering if you were going to receive the King, High Middle Ages, and this is 3 of Wands. And let's look at the last card in this spread is Daughter. Oh, okay. Page of Cups. Okay, so let's see. Let's look at this. So question number 1. That's number 4. Number 2. Number 1. Spiritual essence, and here you have. As I said. The Sun, okay, and the Sun stands for that's 19, yeah. Optimistic and happy nature. So you're trying to be optimistic and being positive and having that happy nature within you, okay? But at the same time emotional, because I'm having the King of Cups in my head. The next card was Dreams, and that's 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords. Swords 7. And this talks about intense connection to spirituality through dreams with spiritual messages. So you need to be open towards your dreams, because your dreams is going to have an impact and meaning as well. And let's see, the question in the book is, where do I want to go in this life? And that is to fulfill your dreams, to receive messages, to be able to see things spiritually. So this is what you're trying to achieve in this life, which is quite interesting. Wow. Okay. Let's do it like this, because then you can see the card. So let's take the next card, which is the Sun, and here you receive Page of Wands. That means you want to be creative, and that is number 3 to read. And question number 3 is, how is this essence connected to this goal? With your creativity, with what you're achieving and creating. And I said Page of Wands, right? Let's see. Page of Wands inspires others. You're inspiring other people, but at the same time you're being creative, and whatever you create inspires other people. When people enjoy to see your creations, to see what you're creating, but at the same time I think that you're withholding things within. So let's look at card number 4. And card number 4 is Strength. Okay. But before I go, but it doesn't have any. So let's look at the Strength. And let's look at the question number 4 as well. In question number 4, it says, what other information will help me with this goal? What other information will help you with this goal? That's question number 4. And here you have, I think I said strength, right? So okay, so strength talks about an old soul with many lifetimes of hardship. So this means that you have gone through a lot of things that were difficult for you, and you're an old soul. But the question was, I'm trying to stay with the question, and the question was, what others information will help me with this goal? To learn from others, to see other people's strength. As you're an observer, you can observe things faster than others. So learn by your observation. And other people might lift you up in your spirituality a little bit, so that you can receive information. So that you can achieve this goal. That's interesting. Okay. But strength. Strength. Is this strength? Yeah. So strength go with number 20, 11, and 2. 20, 11, and 2. So you have a lot of knowledge within yourself as you have the high priestess there. And you're holding a lot of knowledge within yourself. Use other people's knowledge, use other people's understanding, but what other people's will help you with is to bring out your own knowledge within. Strength is number 11, and then I said 20, and I think that if I'm not wrong, I think that 20 is judgment. And you need to give things time, you know. Don't be judgmental. Learn from other people not to be judgmental and to be a little bit more optimistic, to shed light on a situation which you have done in the past, done before. This is very interesting, okay? So that's the answer to question number 4. So let's look at question number 5, which is... question number 5 is, how does this quality help me now? How does this quality help you now? And here you receive high middle ages, and that's 1000 and 12,050 AD. And this is Three of Wands. How does this help you now? Three of Wands. Okay, so let's look at Three of Wands first. That's swords, that's wands. Three of Wands. Good karma from past life. So you're catching, this life is where you're catching up with your karma, and making changes, adjustments to how to proceed with life. And free of, let's look at, this is swords, this is almost the last two. Three of Swords and Three of Wands goes together with card number 21, 12, and 3. 21, 12, and 3. 21, 12, and 3. 21, 12. So 12, the Hangman. You need to offer a little bit of yourself. Use the knowledge that is within, give things time. That's number 12. Number 3, I think I said 3, right? And 21, 12, and 3. Yeah, 21. And you're going to step into a new cycle within this life. There is something new coming, something big coming that will change things. And as you're working with the karma, you're going to achieve some of it, okay? Which will be very positive and good for you. And then number 3 stands for growth, which talks about expanding, growing, and learning things that you maybe don't think about as much. And let's look at the next card, which is which number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's look at card number 6. Card number 6, you have chronic illness here, and it is Four of Swords, chronic illness. And card number 6 question asks, how does this quality hinder me? Oh, wow. Okay, that's interesting. And you received the chronic illness. Okay, Three of Swords. Broad emotional range. You feel emotions more intensely than others. How does this hinder you? Well, it hinders you because you can see things. Your depression, I think that your depression, I don't think that you're ill or anything, but I think that your depression hinders you and your feelings, as you're quite sensitive. And Three of Swords, let me look at Three of Swords. What does that go along with? I love this deck because it's so damn good. And Three of Swords goes along with, again, 20, yeah, Three of Swords, 21, 12, and 3. Yeah, you need to grow, you need to expand. So you feel that you're not growing, because how does this hinder you? So you don't feel that you're growing, expanding. You don't feel that you have enough of time for yourself at all. And you're trying to find that time, which ain't easy. And your family is hindering you. Your situation where you are in at the moment is how I see this. So card number 7, you receive here daughter. Wow, okay. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. And the question here is card number 7, and there is card number 8 I didn't pick, so I'm going to pick. So card number 7, how has this quality helped me in the past? And Jesus, sorry, my memory is good but short. And you receive a Page of Cups. How did this help you in the past? Willing to help others. Yeah, it helped you because you could help other people. You could have an understanding and help other people, which was important for you at that time and in your past. And still, it is what you're doing today. And the 8th card that I'm going to draw is asking, because I didn't pick that. Where are you, my friend? Here you are at the end. And the 8th card is asking, how has this quality hindered me in the past? How did this quality hinder you in the past? And I'm going to take a card. I'm just trying to put them together. How did this hinder you in the past? Wow, what an interesting. Okay, I did pick wrong card. Let's see, what are you? I'm going to try to find the same. 10 of Swords. Okay, 10 of Swords. Seven, 8, 9, and here we have 10. So 10 of Swords. Let's look at 10 of Swords. And before I put it down, so I didn't take it from the wrong set of cards, but here is 10 of Swords. And 10 of Swords go along with card. Oh, I can't. Card 19, 10, and 1. So 19, 10, and 1. Okay. 19, that's the sun, being joyful, happy, optimistic. 1 is being the magician, working a lot, putting a lot of effort into what you do. Wow, and now I need to find the card in here. Huh. Ten of Pentacles. Wow, this won't be easy. I think that Ten of Swords in here is murder or something like that, if I'm not so wrong. Let me look in the let's see. Have patience with me. I'm sorry for doing it wrong. Oh geez. Two of Pentacles. And I wonder if I have to go back or what. Yeah. Okay, I went a little bit. Swords, Knight. Let's see if I'm wrong. Ten of Swords, where are you? Why are you so hard to find? Ten of Swords. Yeah, murder. I was correct. The murder. Let me just... So I remembered the card correct. Where are you? Why are you so damn hard to find? Sorry for my language. Here is Ten of Swords. So, sorry for the mess, Jesus. So here is Ten of Swords. And it is murder. Well, the word is murder. And let's look at the question for it. And so let's see. And this is the 8th card that I didn't, that I forgot to pick. And the 8th card to ask is, how has this quality hindered me in the past? Well, because of murder, you might have been murdered. Let's look at the meaning before I tell my thoughts. 10 of Swords. Wanting and needing a fresh life to start over. Desire to forget the past. So you wanted to run away. So maybe it wasn't murder, but maybe you let go of a partner of yours, or someone did leave you, and it was a hard memory for you to come across. It can be that someone was murdered, and you had trouble overcoming that. That was hard for you. It stopped you, and you wanted to run away from the past and from the feelings, your own feelings, because there were some sort of a violent end. You felt devastated. And you had to recover from something hard and difficult. So you went through something very emotional in the past. So either someone left you, or crossed over, died, or got murdered or sick and passed. But it's like you had trouble to accepting and understanding that. So that's very interesting. Very interesting. So let's see. Now if I put, because here it says, combine 5 and 7. How does this quality help me? 5 and 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How does this quality help me? And here you have I need to just feel this. How does this help you? Page of Cups with what? 3 of Wands. It helps you with your emotions today. It helps you to not stay in the same position. It helps you to not live in the past as well, so that you can move forward. But at the same time, you would like to leave things behind you and just have a new start. But you're not there to do that. It's like you're holding on to what the past is, okay? So it helps you to resonate and use your feelings, use your heart, and also to be creative at the same time. So I think that it both hinders you, but also pushing you forward at the same time. And then combine number 6 and 8. How does this quality hinder me or hinder you? 6. Yeah, okay. So you can see, how does this hinder you? Well, it hinders you because of emotions, because of a very big depression, because you don't feel that you can find yourself. You don't feel whole. And whatever thoughts and feelings that you have are karmic. So your karma is hindering you from moving forward to be whole, and the depression and some sort of endings. You hate endings. You you want to be in what is and continue. This is like because of your emotions. But you know that some of the things can't be forever. It has to be just for some time. So you feel in that way hindered. This is Four of Swords. Together with Ten of Swords. Wow. Nightmares. You know, having nightmares. Feel that you have fallen upon your face. This is hard upon you. That's for sure. So this is the first and third essence spread, and let me know if you could understand it and if you could see the threads in your life from past as well. But there are some questions that refers to this life too. So let me know how that felt. Okay, until next time, blessings.